You have probably seen an email or an internet post about how weird and random English spelling seems to be. But what if I told you that it actually makes perfect sense? In fact, that's spelling's job, making sense. Think of spelling a word as peeling back the layers of an onion. The first layer is a word's sense and meaning. Often there are multiple layers of meaning. Another layer is the word's structure. Think of the center of the onion as a word's base element, its essential kernel of meaning. A free base element like O-N-E or T-W-O can stand on its own as a word, like one or two. A bound base, like the R-U-P-T of erupt or rupture, needs another element in order to surface in a word. Two or more bases give us compounds, like twofold or someone or bankrupt. Once we figure out a word's meaningful elements, we can peel back its history to shed a little more light on why it's spelled as it is. The word to, for example, needs its W in order to mark its connection to words like twice, 12, 20, twin, and between. A word's history is another layer of the onion. With that understanding, let's investigate the word one. First, we need to check in with what it means. Unique, single, solitary. One's historical layers include its relatives only, once, 11, and even n, and any. But it's the morphological relatives, the ones that share the base O-N-E, that are really astonishing. There are the familiar ones like anyone and one track and oneself. Those are obvious. But let's take a look at some unexpected derivations of the word one. The word alone is built from the prefix al plus the base one. It's the same al prefix that we see in always, already, almighty, and almost. It means all. The word alone means all one. It was misanalyzed in the Middle Ages as having the prefix a, like in asleep and awake and around, and a new base was born, L-O-N-E, which then developed into its own family. In the word atone, we find the familiar preposition at, compounded with the base O-N-E. See, when we atone for something we've done wrong, we attempt to make things whole again, to fix what's broken, to be at one again with whomever we hurt. But here's perhaps the best one of all, the word onion, which is also frequently derided as irregular or crazy for its spelling of with an O. But again, if we look into the word's structure and its history, it's a mystery no more. When we look at the roots of an onion, we learn that it is written as O-N-E plus I-O-N, the same suffix we find in tension, action, union, and thousands of other words in English. Unlike the many cloves and a head of garlic, an onion has a single bulb. It is marked by the state or condition of oneness. Like an onion, English is one single writing system shared across time and space. Its structure and its history have many layers, and peeling them apart can really add flavor to our language and spice up our understanding. See, spelling is never just about spelling, but about how written words make sense. It's almost enough to make you want to cry.